Hello, this is Darren again, and this would be my final blockout for my level of my game. So, from the previous video, I did discuss about my development for my level. So now, this would be my final blockout, as I am about to show you as I playtest it. So, pretty much you set up your objective as there's the tower, which sets up the player's main goal to light it up to alert the authorities of this abandoned oil rig. So, and of course you have these stairs which leads you up towards the oil rig, so you pretty much go up towards it. So I did a bait and switch technique where the player was heading up towards the oil rig, but the platform here is broken and damaged, and that you can't get up there, so you might as well have to go back down. However, if the player stops, you then notice an opening of the railing which leads towards the platform. So it tells them for them to jump. So, and here we arrive at the engine room. So you did like I did like a motivational movement where the player observes the engine room of where they need to go. So you explore around here where they notice the stairs, and so right here this is where you could see the doorway, which pretty much tells the player that it leads somewhere. So you go up the stairs on top of the engine, and I did like a breadcrumb technique where the player catches an eye on this switch which activates the engine. However, if they notice towards here, they could see a doorway towards somewhere which tells them that they have to go there. So when they go back down, so just gotta go back down. Pretty much they have to crawl beneath the pipes. However, I didn't have a crawling mechanic for it, but you could get the idea that they have to crawl underneath it to get towards where you need to go. So instead you could just go back up the stairs of the engine, and of course here's the switch, and right here you could go over here and then jump towards this platform, which will lead you towards where you need to go now. Now I did like another bait and switch technique where this door leads the player to open it. So, however, it is locked. But if the player turns around, they can notice that there is a stairs that leads up towards the oil rig. So simply they go up the stairs. Reason for this is just to trick the player into thinking that they have to go towards where the door leads to, and back down there. I did put in some crates to cover it up to keep them from seeing where they need to go, and that you reach towards the top. So you pretty much explore around a bit, and then you notice the tower that you have to light up to alert the authorities. Now you notice that there is a tower that leads you towards the top. So you go here and run up towards the stairs. Now I did an illusion of choice technique where the player can go whichever way that leads towards the same place they need to go. So if you go here, it leads towards the platform. So you could also do the same from the other side. So pretty much so it leads towards where you need to go. And then however, you notice there's a broken laboratory that is abandoned, and of course you could see the middle of the platform here is broken, and that it tells the player to head towards the laboratories and understand what was happened. So you pretty much jump down here, and here you notice that the door is open for the laboratory, and you could see that there are test chambers. The idea is to have devil worshipping in this segment of the level, and that, like, let's say there are notes of devil worshipping and symbols that refer to the devil, and that they pretty much put these devil-like creatures into these test chambers to clone them. So as they go towards the corner, they'd see a bigger test chamber which is pretty much broken, and that something did get out. This would set up the player to feel that they are not safe and they have to get out. Now they have to get out of here and find the switch to light up the tower. Pretty much there is the switch, so they have to quickly reach towards it, which would activate the tower over there. So you activate the switch, which would then light up the tower to alert the authorities, which is this one. So now they have to go down the stairs and the railings towards wherever you need to escape. And here, this is the opening of where you have to jump towards the water and swim back towards the boat, and that you have escaped and have alerted the authorities of the event. And that's that. This is my level, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. Take care.